It's a Bronco Roundup on this edition of Performance TV as we determine what's truly tough. Then we charge a car battery from a phone. We also find out what it takes to switch regular air for nitrogen. And finally, we look into more interesting trends in laser engraving. For this isn't the end, it's just the beginning.
Welcome to this week's Performance TV. We've got a lot of great things on the show this week, and to kick it off, I invited my buddy Kyle from AP Laser in again. And this past Christmas, I needed to get some gifts for some really hard to buy for people, and Kyle, you helped me out. I have my crew on my team.
Right.
I wanted to get them something special, something a little unique, and we took some connecting rods, and you were able to engrave the picture of the car on them.
Absolutely.
And you know, thank you for the great season.
Thanks for the great season, yeah. And those were from your race car, right?
Right out of the car.
Those were from used parts, and we put everything right for your team. Like you said, very hard to buy gifts.
Yeah, we recycled them, let's say.
Right, there you go.
You know, I also have my team sponsor. She's a great lady, and really hard to pick out something for her. I sent you pictures. I emailed them to you, and you were able to make a nice plaque for her as well.
Absolutely. We spent a little graphic design time making sure everything looked nice, and we did. We put it on a nice little plaque. It took me about 10, 15 minutes to engrave, and we had an excellent looking Christmas present for you.
Yeah, and my team owner wanted to get him something a little different, and we got some wine glasses. We engraved the team logo on them, and they come out outstanding.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. Those are just the 3 scenarios you gave me, but we could have done anything.
AP Laser will engrave pretty much anything.
Just about anything. As we've done before, you've seen the fabric, the wood, the metal, the plastic, like you said, everything there.
I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of gift ideas for next year already brewing in my head. Hey, Kyle, what does a Harley Davidson and a casket have in common?
I don't know.
Never mind. Let's check in with Kathy and see if she can tell us.
Well, Tommy, you see we have a casket, and we have the Harley-Davidson Bar and Shield, and Matt joining us with Buxton and Bass Okeechobee Funeral Home. Matt, you've taken the AP laser machine and just done all kinds of things with it, all different types of media.
The machine is so practical for so many different applications. To jump from a casket and taking the Z-table out to put the real big items in, to do a motorcycle tank on the side, to use the rotary device and do the growler like I did for the Bar and Shield. There's so many practicalities with it, it's unreal.
And you've been able to, you know, even touch a lot of lives because of the stuff that you're able to do, the creativity. Tell us about the rows that you have here.
Well, years ago when my father's mom died, the hardest thing he ever had to do was walk into the bedroom and see that empty bed. So he thought about leaving a rose on the pillow. And through years of not having roses in a rose garden, Dad told me one day, he says, hey, why don't you come up with something for the laser? So I found an outline for a rose and was able to engrave and cut it. And then anytime we go to a home and pick someone up at home, we leave that on the pillow.
Well, you know, and that just goes to show the versatility of the AP laser, because you're starting off with a flat piece, so you can see how you can change the depth of the laser itself.
In changing the speed and the power settings, I can make things deeper, more shallow, you know, from going into powder coat or to metal, to engraving directly on metal with different coatings, even glass. Those different power settings and the speed can make all the difference in the world.
Well, you know, I've seen you've done a lot of things here with wood, but check out the saddle and what you've been able to do with the saddle.
A friend of mine, they do a lot of rodeo work, and they have Rodeo Life, and they trademark that, and something different for them, so I thought, hey, why not? And then I gave that to them as an anniversary gift.
What else, I mean, do you think that you could go from here with the AP lasering? It looks like you've just got started.
Well, not only can you engrave on things, but you can also make things. I'm putting out my own line of different urns. I'm working on some paper mache things, because scattering urns, you know, bio everything in our industry as far as, you know, keeping things clean and healthy and scattering over. We have a big lake in Lake Okeechobee, and people like to scatter cremains over the lake. So I want to touch on that aspect as well.
Yeah, I mean, the AP laser, there's just so many different things that you can do, and it looks like you have something cute back here that you wanted to present.
Well, considering you wanted to showcase a funeral home and a funeral director this time, I figured why not? I would make you guys your very own little casket with a wrench inside.
I definitely like that. You know, and just all of the stuff we see here, you even have bracelets that you've made with the AP laser.
It is. It's absolutely unreal. My kids absolutely love this stuff. You can engrave on the fabric like I did. The headbands are all the rage in our local high school and schools. So I made those for my daughters. The possibilities are absolutely endless with this machine.
You know, and not just the AP laser that you have. There are lots of different sizes or whatever type of shop that you have or want to get started. You can just find out more by hopping on their website. Thanks so much for joining us, Matt. Thanks for the little gift. We'll have more coming up next here on Performance TV.
This edition of Performance TV is being brought to you by Steel Rubber, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool. IA Coatings, over 50 years of experience in the performance coating industry. And by Dustless Blasting, it's the future of surface preparation.
Welcome back to Performance TV. Hey, Tommy, have you ever heard of a company, Schumacher Electric?
I might have heard from them. Yeah, working for Don Schumacher Racing. Yeah, I hear a lot about Schumacher Electric, and they're the world's largest battery charger manufacturer. They make chargers for everything. It's from your automotive to your farm, your marine, maintainers, chargers, even for kids' toys and your phones, the red fuel. I mean, they have it all when it comes to the electronic chargers. They even have accessories, coffee pots, 12-volt, you know, everything you can think of, Schumacher Electric's got you covered.
Pretty much, you're going to walk into a store somewhere to get a battery charger. More than likely, you're going to see some on the shelf somewhere that are Schumacher Electric. And the one that I'd like to have about 6 of these. Wait till you hear what this one does.
Now, this is the new ShoeLink. Always keeping up with technology. You can control this battery charger with your phone.
Oh, we love gadgets. Download the app either by going to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store and control this battery charger from your phone. Now, when you get the ShoeLink charger, it's going to come with all the accessories that you need, no matter which way you need to charge your battery.
Yeah, different ends. You know, you got your regular battery connectors here. You also have something you can put on, like a motorcycle, want to bolt it on and just have the pigtail sticking out, plug it in your cigarette lighter. Lots of different options when it comes with a charger. But you have to get the gateway to make it wireless. So here's the gateway. It's got a little pop-up antenna. All you have to do is plug this into your router, and then you can connect to the charger through your phone.
You know what? You can connect up to 16 of these just with that one gateway. Tell you what, why don't you go ahead, go get that hooked up. I'm going to get the app.
All right, I'll plug her in.
So I have an Android phone, so I've gone to the Google Play Store and downloaded the ShoeLink app. Went ahead and registered our ShoeLink, put in the number, we registered it, I gave it the name, Performance TV. Kind of makes sense. Because remember what we said, you could have up to 16 of these ShoeLinks for anything from your lawn tractor to your motorcycles to your boats, and have them all named individually so you can keep track of each and every one of them. Did you get that router put in?
I got our ShoeLink gateway plugged into the router. Now we need to hook the charger up to the car. So
Okay.
I'll plug it in, and then I'll put our end on that we can connect to the battery.
Hang on.
I'll grab my ends.
As you notice, this also has a readout on it too, Tommy.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be used with the gateway and done wireless. It is a charger on its own.
Okay, so we're flashing blue.
All right.
Let you get that over there, and I'm going to watch for it to appear on the phone. I love gadgets like this.
Got it connected to the battery.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we have. It shows that it is connected to the battery, and it's going to...
There we go.
Yep.
You should be connected on your phone now.
Says our charge temp is normal. Battery voltage is 11.9, and there we go. We're at 22%.
I just saw it on here. Same readout on the charger as well as on your phone.
Now, there are 8 different stages of charging, and that is what our screen at the bottom, the charging mode, is going to show us on our ShoeLink. Once it gets up to the last one, that's where it's just going to do its maintaining.
What I like is you can connect this charger to your car. I can go to a race, get on my phone, and see if my battery's charging at home.
Absolutely. Or, you know, maybe you're at the office and all of a sudden the weather was nice one day, which I hope it gets nice here pretty soon, looking forward to the summertime, and be like, hey, the bike is charged up. Go home, hop on that baby, or know if there's a problem. You're able to monitor that as well. You can also shut that charger off. As you can see, I just stopped it right from the phone. How cool is that?
At 26%, you better start.
Yeah, I better put that back on there again.
You're going to go cruising into Thunderbird anytime soon. You better charge that battery.
Now that is really, really cool. You know, you can do just about everything else with your phone. Why not a battery charger?
Well, yeah, you can control my thermostat at home. I want to be able to charge the battery in my car as well, right off my phone. What else can't you do on your phone today?
I know.
And if your phone starts to die, Schumacher Red Fuel, it'll charge your phone on the go.
Well, we got pretty much everything covered.
Check them out, batterychargers.com. I gotta have one of these. I gotta talk to the boss.
One, I think, like I said, I think I want about 6 of them. We'll have more Performance TV right after this.
Performance TV, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Welcome back to Performance TV, where we have Broncos, and even Bronco 2s. That's why we bring in the experts. Michael with James Duff. Company's been around since 1967. You guys know their stuff inside and out. And what a lot of great parts that you have, especially for the Bronco 2.
Oh yeah, indeed. Kathy, we've got a great lineup of bumpers for the Bronco 2. Plate, tube, all the different accessories for the front and rear, all American made right there, James Duff.
And underneath as well. Look at all this stuff.
Oh yeah, we offer 3 different stages of lift kits for the Bronco 2s. That way guys can start, with a budget, and then they can build their way up from the first stage all the way to the very ultimate 3rd stage.
Off-road, and that's what they're doing with these Bronco 2s. And do you have a lot of different choices when it comes for the stuff underneath?
You got a 3-inch or a 5-inch lift. And, you get premium American-made coil springs. All the bracketry is made there right at our company. And you get American-made leaf springs as well.
Which is what makes James Duff a little bit different, too, because you guys are doing everything right there in-house, just like this brand new door. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that is the prototype for a trail door for the Bronco 2 guys. And what's great about that is guys can bolt that on and go off-roading. They can see, they can get some breeze in the truck. It's a great offer.
Oh, that thing is definitely sweet looking, and so many great products from James Duff for the Bronco 2. Michael, James Duff has a whole line of products, even for the full-size Broncos, and a lot of guys want to get rid of the TTB.
Yeah, that's right, Kathy. The PTB is actually real problematic when you try to lift these Broncos. And they're not very strong for off-roading.
Well, this one is now, thanks to all the different items. Tell me about some of them.
Yeah, well, what we've done is we've outsourced to Dana 44, and then we've used our long arm kit. It's a solid axle swap kit, and that actually gets this axle underneath the Bronco.
I'm seeing all kinds of stuff you guys have to really support this.
Oh, yeah. We offer long arms, and that gives them more articulation, and it gives a much better ride. We also offer the shocks, and we even offer the steering, the track bar, and track bar bracket.
As I take a look back at the Bronco, getting in and out is going to be a whole lot easier thanks to you guys.
That's right. We've come up with not only a rock slider, but a step built into it.
Yes, and when you're going to take it out off-roading, you can get that step out of the way.
Yeah, it actually stows away real easy. So it's just 2 pins, pull it, and it's up and out of the way.
When we're taking this out on the trails and we're getting into doing some climbing on the rocks, a lot of guys would be having problems with breaking their drive shafts or the U-joints. You guys have taken care of that too.
We sure have. We actually have what we call the torque tamer, and it eliminates axle wrap, but does not take away from articulation.
That and just the way you guys designed it is just absolutely perfect. Just another great innovation from the folks at James Duff, and awesome products for these large Broncos. And even for the early Broncos, modernizing them. Suzanne, you have been with the company since what, day one?
Since birth.
Oh, that's right. And this is your Bronco, and you guys have done so many cool things for the early Broncos, and you're modernizing the bumpers, what we see on the front. Do they all come in pink?
No,
Okay,
well,
that's special.
I was gonna say, I know a lot of guys really want the pink, but we actually changed up the design, added this new hoop to modernize it, to go with, so people could run LED light bars, stuff like that. And I said, you know what, I want people to notice that we changed something, so we went from the silver to the pink.
And not only bumpers for the front, also you guys have the rear covered as well.
Oh yes, we do a full complete carrier in stages, so for people who just want a tire carrier versus can carrier or a cooler rack.
You drive this yourself, you've been driving it for years, and it gets hot in there when you guys are out doing stuff, so you designed a door.
We did. It's kind of a multi-reason for that door, between the heat and being able to see out the side of a Bronco. And it's been especially popular with the ladies.
And once you lift these up, you got to be able to get in. You guys have a really cool bolt-on rocker panel step bar.
It is. It's a skid protection, and it's also a nice step for us short people to get into.
And the full line of suspension for underneath these early Broncos, too.
Mm-hmm. This one we just changed out. Normally it would be in our signature blue color. This one now just got silver vein, which we added just a couple of years ago to accommodate other colors of vehicles nowadays.
Well, James Duff has a full line of products, not just what we've seen here, but we can check out a few more. Let's go see Michael. Boy, we have seen a lot of great parts from James Duff on our 3 Broncos that are here today. And Michael, not only do the parts work really well, but you guys make them in-house and you make them look good when they get to the customer.
That's right, Kathy. We really want a wow piece, you know. We want our customers to be really excited when they open that box.
Yes, and the way you guys are treating them with the zinc too, it's going to help with any type of corrosion. These parts, not only the Broncos, but a lot of other vehicles, they will also fit.
That's right. Any C-channel frame vehicle that wants to go out wheeling or gets a coil spring, they can go right on. And Dana 60s, if they use a 5-inch coil, those will go right on then too.
This is your design, right?
Sure is.
And we have rubber here. This is going to help out a lot too.
Yeah, it really is. You know, when someone wants to really articulate their suspension, you really want rubber ends instead of polyurethane because, you know, then it can take all that abuse.
Oh, wow, just all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you, folks, this ain't no fluff. This is Duff Tough stuff. And you can find out more about almost over 1,000 products online. Just hop on their website at dufftough.com, and we'll have more for you minutes away here on Performance TV.
This edition of Performance TV is being brought to you by Sunnin, above and beyond honing. Muscle Products, the strength and lubrication. BBS of America, technology through motorsports. And by Stage 8, the world's best locking fastener.
Welcome back to Performance TV. You know, there are a lot of great reasons why you would want to get rid of the regular air in your tires and go with nitrogen, and that's where we have Tom joining us from Brannick. Tom, nitrogen is just so much of a better thing to have on your tires, whether you have your daily driver or a classic car that sits around a lot.
That's right, and the big thing is it leaks out of your tires 3 to 4 times slower than regular air. It's a dry gas. It's an ideal inflation gas for tires. It's great for the TPMS hardware that's in the tires. Also the expensive rims and tires. It preserves them a little longer.
Yeah, because you're not going to have all that, the condensation and all the stuff.
Moisture.
Yeah, the moisture that you would have with just regular air. Well, we have our Thunderbird here. You almost have it all hooked up, Tom. And it's pretty cool that we can do all 4 tires at once, or even with a machine like this, say we have a dually, you could even do 6.
That's right. This machine has 4 hose reels and a couple extra ports for the extra hoses. And now we'll flip it over and convert these tires.
So this is going to take the air out, and then what else do we have going on?
It's removing the air out of the tires right now.
Okay.
So it'll take it down to about 4 PSI. It'll fill them back up to 32 PSI, and then it'll do that operation one more time, all in about 6 minutes.
You know, Brannick's been around for a long time. You guys have a very long history with working with all kinds of products like we see here.
That's right, we've been around for 99 years. Next year we'll be celebrating the 100 years. We build a lot of automotive tools and equipment. We focus on customer service, and we do all the design, engineering, and manufacturing at our facility.
And you know, that's just what I see, just like for an example on this machine, made right here in the USA.
That's right. All of our equipment is made in the USA.
This is only one of the nitrogen machines that Brannick has. Would you have something to say for, like, you know, big construction vehicles?
Yeah, we build a complete line. We have wall mount units for the smaller, like a motorcycle shop. We have these mobile units that are ideal for tire dealerships and car dealerships. And we also build tower units that are good for the 18-wheelers all the way up to custom-made units for the mining application.
Well, speaking of mobile units, Tommy's rolling around here with something. What do you have, Tommy?
Well, if you've ever moved any tires around before, you know they're heavy, they're awkward. It's a lot of work. Well, this tire cart from Brannick, it's going to make that job simple. It's going to save your back. It's a great solid steel construction, robotically welded, able to handle up to 400 pounds, 5 feet of tires, so you can do multiple tires instead of just 1 or 2 at a time. It's really neat how it operates. It's got a gas shock on here, so it clamps the tires when you pick them up. They're not going to slide out, and it's really simple to operate. All you do is step on the pedal, open them up, and release. When you're ready to pick up the tires, let up, grabs the tires, and lean back. You're ready to go. I mean, this is a super simple way to do it. Now, it will handle a wide variety of tires, 20 to 37 inches in diameter, and makes that job super, super simple. I like this thing. I'm not into a lot of work. I'm into doing it simple. The tire cart by Brannick makes that simple. Hey, Kathy, how you coming on that tire inflation over there?
Well, it is pretty cool, Tommy. Well, our machine here, Tom, is just about done doing all of its converting.
Yeah, it's about 5-6 minutes, and it converted the tires. They're back up to 32 PSI. And the nice thing about this machine is it starts to beep when it's done, so your technician can be doing other things, and when he hears the beep, he knows the machine is done.
Wow. You know, it's pretty much a no-brainer on how to run this. You can set the tires for where you want them to be, just start the machine, walk away like you said, and come back when it's done. Now, you can also, you don't have to convert, you can start right off with nitrogen with this machine too, correct?
Right. If you pull in and your tires are down a couple PSI, you can put your pressure on there, and you hit the top off button, and your tires will come up to the correct pressure.
Wow, just one of the many cool things that Brannick has. And Tommy, you found something else.
Well, as we said, Brannick makes a whole line of tools for your shop, and it makes it really easy to work with. One of those is the tire spreader. Now, Tom, tell me a little details about this tire spreader.
Well, this is our model 5045 tire spreader. It'll spread tires up to 40 inches in diameter and 13-inch bead width.
A lot of versatility, and it's simple to use.
Very much. The hooks have 3-position height adjustment as well as 3 positions for bead width.
Yeah, so that makes it very versatile for all different sizes of tires.
That's right.
And then it rolls, it's simple, it slides around. If you've got different places to repair, you can move it really quickly.
Yeah, it's got zinc-plated steel rollers, and that'll ease in the operation.
And once you get it in place, it's as simple as pulling it down, locks into place.
And do your repair.
Do your repair. Now, you can see where to do your repair. It's got a nice LED light in here.
Yeah, this light is RMA compliant, and what I mean by that is RMA requires a certain amount of lumens to do a tire repair, and this light exceeds those.
So you can be able to see where you're making the repair. It's compliant. It's going to make this job simple, easy to do.
Yeah, it's been a really great product for us.
Kathy, I like to work smarter, not harder, and Brannick has that.
Oh my gosh, just all the different stuff that we've seen here today, and this is just part of what they have. You can find out more, just hop on their website at brannick.com, and hey, that's all we have time for this week. We'll see you next time around here on Performance TV.